I have produced documentaries for over 2 decades. And during that time, I have worked on probably over 100 documentaries about animals. Now, did I choose to go into this? I did a lot of different types of documentaries, but I found an area where I could succeed because I like telling a really good story. I'm also an incredibly emotional type. The slightest thing will make me cry. And when you're telling an animal story, those types of emotions you can elicit from your audience are really important. What have I seen during my time as a wildlife filmmaker? Well, let's see. I've seen outtakes of whales pooping all over my crew. I have seen my cameramen trip and fall over branches and things. I've even had to prevent my crew from being arrested because a preemptive arrest warrant was set for them even though they did nothing wrong. These are kind of things you deal with in the wild. So what's the difference between a human story and an animal story? Not that much. Not really. The biggest is that the animal is the hero of their story. You make it about them. They're the stars. They're the ones the spotlight's on. So, when you're constructing an animal documentary, you have to think about the hook. What's going to pull people in that makes this show, this documentary, this special, feel unique? Is it you're observing new behavior? Is it you're seeing a family evolve? That pulls at the heartstrings. Are you watching an animal migration, a journey, and seeing who will succeed and who will not succeed? You're structuring a story to pull people in. Next, you think about what the audience is going to anticipate. They're going to want to see the grizzly bear cubs grow up. Will they survive? They're going to want to see if the whale is going to complete its migration. And they're going to want to see if the lion makes the kill. So you give them that. You build up that tension. You build up those thrills. You also make sure you provide information. Key information that people can take away from watching the documentary. So during my time in producing animal documentaries, I've learned a lot about our natural world. I am an excellent pub trivia partner, especially in the natural history section. I know a lot, but I'm not the expert. I rely on the experts to convey the information to the audience. So animal documentaries are tricky because you're relying on talent who do live in their own world. So how do you do that? Well, you work with extraordinary people, directors of production, filmmakers, sound people, who spend weeks and months in the field bringing you a side of the world that you probably never would have seen before.